My son's voice, filtered over the lines from thousands of miles away, seemed like a miracle. We wished each other a Merry Christmas, and I asked him if he got the package I had sent him several weeks ago. He told me that he had, and that he appreciated it. I had sent him a pocket New Testament, along with several salvation tracts that I felt he would benefit from reading. He said he hadn't read any of it yet, but he would. He knew I was praying constantly for him to turn to the Lord, and said that I was getting through to him. I told him how I missed him, and was so disappointed he couldn't make it as planned. Knowing how upset I was about that, he changed the subject and asked how far along in the traditional happenings we were. And I told him we had sung the Christmas carols and had just heard Grandpa read the Nativity story. I told him the kids would soon act out the story of the wise men, and he recalled how he had played King Herod for years before he left home. I said that Santa would be making an appearance soon, triggering a raucous laugh from him as he recalled the time years ago, as an 8-year-old, he had yanked down the beard to reveal the shocked face of his Uncle Clyde, who always dressed up as the jolly old elf to give out the gifts. He asked me how his little sister Cassie was doing, and I told him how much she missed him and had withdrawn from the family somewhat since he had been assigned overseas. He said she was just being a typical teenager, and to give her time. She was raised well as he was, and he didn't turn out too bad, he said laughingly. I agreed. We had made it through some tumultuous years as he was growing up, but he had matured into a fine young man. As the line began crackling with static,